Yeah, we could choose any game to follow here. Some very strong players, but we're going to start with Denis Lazavik, who we saw win that tricky endgame just a few moments ago. He starts with the white pieces this time. He plays not quite the Catalan. He trades off a couple of pawns. He's left his central pawns intact. And a very flexible opening here. It's a kind of hybrid between the Catalan opening, the Reti opening, with the white knight coming out on move 1, and the English opening. Is all of those kind of combined, but it's all characterized by the white bishop, fianchettoed, sitting in front of the king, ready just in case the position opens up on this diagonal. He's going to try and build a pawn center later on, and very positional fight ahead.
It's no easy matchup here for Denis Lazavik in round 2. He's up against Anthony Atanasov from Canada. He's an international master, 17 years old, and amazing in online blitz chess. Look at that. Over 2,800 on chess.com. And he's played every single Title Tuesday in the autumn split. Hasn't scored that many points, though. He must be hungry, Atanasov, and what a huge opportunity here against one of the greatest, Denis Lazavik.
And it's so fun that they get to play against like the best players in the world. That was what I was hoping when I was participating. And then when I lost the first round, I was like, well, I'll have to try again some other time. And also I'll have to get my rating to be way higher if I want to meet somebody this good in like the first couple of rounds. So yeah, but it's cool that when you participate many times, you'll suddenly get to play against the top 100s of the world.
I mean, what other sport can you do that every single week to be one of the top 10,000 players in the world and actually face number 1 in the world, Magnus Carlsen or Hikaru or Ali Reza, or, you know, it's incredible that chess has this.
Yeah, it's rare. You don't find Ronaldo and Messi kicking a ball around in the park.
Right.
You don't get to have a little training session with them. But I mean, I recommend it to young players all the time. That's why I've been disappointed England not higher up on the standings, because I do try and tell the youngsters there, play these tournaments. It's free practice. If you're concentrating on classical chess, this is still great training. You get to try out new openings. You get to build confidence, showing you can beat the best. It often takes a while, but the likes of Denis Lazavik, still super young, and over the board, didn't get his opportunities, but he's proven it online time and time again.
Exactly. Now, I love to play the lottery. I played way too much, spend way too much money on the lottery. And like the chances of winning that is like so low. But playing Title Tuesday, you basically have a 1 out of 400 chance of playing Magnus Carlsen in the first round.
Yeah. And also, like, if you do manage some amazing result against one of the best players in the world, people will see it. They will notice it. They will see it on this broadcast.
Yeah.
So I'm always like kind of happy when I see some underdog beat Hikaru or Magnus last week. I'm like, ooh, that's got to be the highlight of their chess career, to have played a game that was broadcasted and they win against one of these best players. So, but also the pressure. None of my games were like shown to people, at least I hope so. But I felt like the pressure, like when you make a big mistake, you're like, oh my goodness, people can see this. That's not good.
But being Norwegian, well, have you ever played Magnus? Such a small Norwegian community, right?
Never an official game, but I have played him when he played blindfolded against 10 people.
Wow.
And I got a draw.
Oh, nice.
So that is actually still one of my best results, and it's on YouTube. They made like a 60 minutes documentary thing about Magnus, and then in one of the scenes he was playing against the 10 of us in my chess club, and I'm like 11 years old, I think. And then I got to be interviewed after, and they were like, "You are a chess genius." And I was like, yeah, kind of
amazing.
am. But I never did anything as good. And also I think he offered me a draw because he was playing against so many other people at the same time that he was like, "Let me just get rid of this game." Actually, I think I was better, so that was a little bit.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a score to have against the best player in the world.
One single draw.
Exactly. You never ever play him again.
Yeah.
Just make sure. All right. What are we seeing on this board? Denis Lazavik, the great player from Belarus. He is better on the bar.
Yeah, it's a small advantage, but it's a stable long-term advantage here for white. That's because black's pawn chain, this trio, can easily be undermined by a white pawn. I wouldn't be surprised to see that move in the next couple of turns. That would totally wreck that chain, break up that side of the board. The white bishop as well has great vision over onto this open diagonal. It could jump in at any moment, whereas the black bishop's somewhat blunted, staring down at a very strong fortified pawn. Black also has a couple of doubled pawns sitting in front of his king. So it's a few small things adding up. But there we go. As predicted, Denis Lazavik breaking through now. It's what we call the minority attack. One pawn undermining two there. And now black is left with some horrible weaknesses. Isolated pawns are never very happy in such a packed board like this. Denis Lazavik will just bring his knight back now, sit on the position, and try to tackle these pawns a bit later, try to track them down and win them.
It's fantastic to see that you guys are following the broadcast, whether it is on chesscom, take, or other channels. Do join us in the commentary. If you do have questions for Maud or David, you can ask them there. I will pay attention. Or maybe just let us know who you are rooting for. Oh, what's happening on this board?
We've seen a beautiful sacrifice. This is a bishop that's just landed on a square. It can be captured, but taking this bishop would allow queen takes knight, a beautiful temporary sacrifice, followed by a knight fork. Black would then win back the material with interest. So that bishop was untouchable, couldn't take it, Denis Lazavik, but that means he's found himself a pawn down. Bit of a blunder there. Tactical awareness, though, from Atanasov. Very impressive.
Atanasov, and there he is joining us, maybe playing from Canada. He is a Canadian player, and has a great opportunity right now to even beat Denis Lazavik.
Yeah. And it's becoming more even on the clocks as well, because Lazavik has started to use more time now that he kind of realized, oh my goodness, what is going on? So yeah, he has a really good opportunity. Oh, he can take another pawn?
He can. He's trying to calculate the consequences. Rook takes pawn would allow the white queen to slide across, defending some squares, but also going on the attack. This is white's idea to get the queen and knight combo working. It's a bit scary. So Atanasov now just trying to calculate before he gets greedy.
But he can't spend this much time calculating.
Yeah.
He's never going to get the time back.
It's bullet territory. It might be ultra bullet territory soon. If Atanasov isn't careful, he drops his knight back. He's trying to simplify the position here. He wants a knight trade. He wants to even give up a pawn at the cost of, well, at least he's going to get pieces off the board there. Denis Lazavik says no. Repetition?
Oh.
Second time.
It's always fun to threaten a repetition against a stronger player and then see them like mentally deal with it. What is he going to do? Is he going to go for the third time? No.
Ooh, Denis Lazavik is the one who plays on. He has more time on the clock. I think that was the reason, as you mentioned. That's a check.
And I guess he has an ambition to win the tournament. And he doesn't want to give away half a point so early on. But it's risky.
It's very, very risky. A queen trade would lead to a very drawish rook endgame, so Denis Lazavik will try to avoid that. He needs to keep queens on the board if he wants to win this game. The black king is somewhat weak. You could imagine the white rook going up and behind with a nasty checkmate later. He blocks the queen trade, but there we go. The queens do come off the board. Denis Lazavik is lightning going to strike twice. We saw him win a rook endgame in the previous round. Ground it out. Is he going to do the same again? But it's 3 pawns versus 3 pawns. This should be an easy draw for black.
Yeah, but rook endgames are never easy against people at this level. I messed up so many of them and the previous time I played in this Title Tuesday tournament, and I was so embarrassed because I'm sure that somebody would have seen the game and been like, this should be an easy drawn endgame, and then I messed up so many of them.
Just blame the clock, Maud. That's what these players will do if they don't save this game.
Now I've learned.
But okay, the position repeating itself. So hard for white to create a pass pawn. Black's pass pawn, meanwhile, kept under lock and key. The white rook doing a great job behind this pawn. You should always put rooks behind pass pawns. Now this pawn's super strong, but the black rook is trapped in front of it. Very, very hard now for either side to make progress. That's a check, though. The black king will slide back. There is a pin. You cannot take this pawn twice. You cannot take it with the rook now, because the black rook would move out the way and a new queen would appear. This black pawn would promote. So we'll just see the position continue to repeat itself. Atanasov doing everything right. He's on the defensive. He's down 15 seconds. Can he hold on?
Denis Lazavik, 19 years old. They're both 19 years old, but Denis Lazavik is a big favorite in this game, but the bar is in the middle. Denis Lazavik, he's won Title Tuesday 12 times. He shouldn't lose in this round. Or is it most likely a draw?
Still, position-wise, it's a dead draw now. 1 pawn versus 1 pawn, rook endgame. But this is flagging territory, even if the pawns get traded. Rook's still on the board. Rook versus rook. You can play that on for 50 moves.
Yeah, and he's going to try to keep the pawns maybe as long as possible. Okay, but there they are. So now they only do have 50 moves.
Wow, we've got to start counting. The countdown has begun. The rook trade. Denis Lazavik is the one playing on. He's trying to avoid the rook trade. He's hoping that the opponent doesn't have time here or makes an awkward pre-move. 11, 12 seconds on the clock. The clock turning red for Atanasov.
Ooh.
They've made 25 moves.
Oh, he's going to make 25 more moves in under 10 seconds now.
Oh.
It's a race against time, but it's, both clocks red now suddenly. This should be a draw. Atanasov has caught Denis Lazavik's king on the edge, and for one move he blundered his rook, but not found there, and it is a draw after all of that.
Wow, with 5 and 4 seconds left on the clocks, a draw between the two 19-year-olds.